First day back in the studio. Only us two today, me and Matt. This will be my project today. It's gonna be our second session. This goes on the forearm. This guy, David, and compass for the top part of the arm. Hello everyone. Today we are looking back to some of the bigger pieces I've been working on this couple of months. Most of them require more than a couple of sessions to get to where we're at right now. I will be talking through each one of them, so sit back and relax. Hope you enjoy. Shout out to Kelsey and Yun for this video, for helping me shooting while I'm at work. This is Yun. So first piece, we have a forearm wrap of David and clock with some roses on the background. Classic. This is surprisingly my first David piece, so I was enjoying this piece quite a lot. Here I am doing some whipping salt and pepper style for the piece, since the feel of the tattoo is a bit more stoic and softer, I'd say. Not too much black on the backgrounds. This is our second session. It has been around a month by now. The David piece is healed well. We didn't really do a lot on the first session since we only had 2.5 hour sessions, but that's okay. This isn't a race. Today we got around 6 hours in on the second session. We managed to finish the clock and I ended up lining the rest of them, so next time we don't need to re-stencil anymore. Next, we are chipping away on this cover-up piece. I posted the first session a while ago. If you want to see the first part, I'll link it somewhere here and below on the comments. But for a quick recap, this was where we left it off last session. The client had done some laser session before we work on the cover, so you can see the old tattoo kind of faded on the background. Fast forward around 3 weeks since our first session, everything healed up well, pretty happy with it. So you can see here on the lady's face, it might seem a little bit dark for cover up. So usually I ask my client how okay are they with some things showing through. Really depends on how the old tattoo is, if they laser or not. I mostly try to have at least 95% covered if they're okay with it. As long as the new tattoo takes away the spotlight, then I think that's pretty successful cover-up. But sometimes people are not okay with it. They want to completely get rid of it, so we'll just design accordingly. So here you can see the old tattoo showing through a little bit on the cheek area. I work over it lightly and see how it'll heal up before going over it again to match the rest. I prefer to work slower in stages like this for cover-ups, just so I don't get too dark too quick. I think it's safer that way. This was the end of our second session. Looks done, but we're gonna have a last session just to touch it up and even out some of the area that I want to cover more. Around the forehead, cheek, and a little bit of the arm after it's filled. This is the clip from the first session. Okay, so last tattoo we're working on. I don't know why I didn't record the first session on my camera, but I do have some footages on my phone here. So the stencil and where we left it off. And this is after the second session. We actually finished the most part. We didn't really think of working more on this to the forearm, but here we go. Third session. We're adding a crow and some branch and some wind just for a filler. And finally, we're done with this piece, at least for now. I will see him again for a touch-up session near the future. I always tell people to come back to get their tattoo touched up, or at least so I can see how things are healing, so then I could sleep in peace at night, knowing my blacks are black and grays are gray. That is it for the update. If you make it through till the end, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!